This is a serious channel for serious investors, serious people trying to change their lives with this incredible opportunity of a lifetime. In today's video, we're going to talk about the future and importance of Metaverse and cryptocurrencies, and specifically the future of gaming as I see it. And that's going to be a fantastic future. I mean, I remember back when I was in high school, we had Sega Genesis, even before that, like Nintendo. It went from Atari, it went from nothing, right? You just like played outside. And then this Atari came on, where it was literally two joysticks that came into a TV, a television set, which was also a new innovation, and you were able to move the joysticks back and forth and kind of hit this ball back and forth, and you're playing this game with each other, and it was all the craze. I mean, people surrounded, your grandparents and maybe great-grandparents were surrounded by that new innovative technology. And then it graduated to Nintendo, and there's other, Tetris, and all these different games where you had this cartridge and you shoved it in there and you played Nintendo, and then you could just pop it out, put another one in, and you'd blow the cartridge out to get the dust if it was like glitchy. And it was such a huge innovation of technology that gave us a pastime. It invented an entire pastime, a reality for us to relax and enjoy and play games, right? Sega Genesis came out, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Xbox. The gaming industry has just completely evolved. Not even to mention computer gaming, games that are just run on computers. And it is expanding and expanding and expanding at a rapid rate. And cryptocurrencies, Metaverse technology, and new Web3 into innovation is changing this landscape once again. So as an investor, it is an incredible time for you, right? Imagine if you would have invested in Sega Genesis when it first came out, or Nintendo, right? Imagine you put a little money into Xbox, PlayStation. Well, I'm telling you right now, the time is similar. It's a similar time to take advantage of this new innovative space and consider whether or not you see any opportunities to invest. Full disclosure, I'm not a gamer, okay? I'm an investor in new innovations. Now, I used to play games. I used to play back in the day, and it kind of started to take over my life, where they show on the screen how long you've played for. It was getting out of hand. Like, full months have gone by, and this is playing straight through 24 hours for 30 some days. I was like, man, I needed to crack down on my life here, right? Back then, I'm not that old, I'm 40. It wasn't that you could play games for a living and make a living out of it. It was almost like a waste of your time. Although it's fun. I had so much fun playing and in the outburst of online gaming, where your little headset on, talking to people all over the world. That was cool. It was hard. I put it down. I started to get serious in my life. So this video is not about playing games, about the actual gameplay, although I will get into some of that in future videos. And I'm going to show you a project that I believe is an extremely incredible game, Metaverse, being built with Web3 technology, being built with a cryptocurrency, backed by a cryptocurrency. And we're going to look at why that might be valuable for you. to consider. Operating on the most innovative technology that exists in the gaming industry, Real Engine 5. So we're going to get into it, okay, in this video. So let's take a look at this game that I'm talking about, that I think presents a fantastic opportunity for all of us, not just maybe game players. If you're a gamer, you come to this video as a gamer, great. You should take a look at this project, because this project is in its infancy, okay? This project is yet to release its MVP. Its minimum viable product is about to come out. There are NFTs you could be leveraging and taking advantage of. I sure have in the past year. I actually minted some of these NFTs. Maybe in this video I'll splice in where I videotaped myself actually minting some of these NFTs, because we're going to get into that stuff, okay? This is a serious channel for serious investors, serious people trying to change their lives with this incredible opportunity of a lifetime. It's actually more than an opportunity of a lifetime. I don't know if opportunities like this have ever come into a person's existence to latch on, to take advantage of. Every single previous opportunity, the Industrial Revolution, oil, the railroads, the printing press, look at all these innovations. You had to write one book. You'd write one book. And then if you wanted another one, you had to write another one to give somebody. The printing press, now you can print so many books. Technology, people invested in that stuff. Okay? And the last massive opportunity that we saw in human existence, which was bigger than every other one, was the big tech innovative disruption, the internet. It wasn't possible to do videos like this. 20 years ago it wasn't possible, really, right? Not that long ago. And it has just skyrocketed. And now we are amongst another opportunity where the entire internet is becoming upgraded through blockchain technology. It's upgrading itself. They call it Web 3. A different way to interface, much more secure. And so why was the internet so powerful? Because it allowed us to communicate now. I'm communicating through this video. You can communicate through email. I could send letters to people across the world. Instantly they get it. It's cost efficient. It doesn't cost me anything. How much did it cost me to send a letter to another country prior to the internet? A lot of money. How long did it take? A long time. So the internet solved this ability for us to communicate. What did blockchain do? What is blockchain doing? It is taking that advanced technology of communication and adding another layer, actually a more important and a more valuable layer. The communication of money, of finances, right? When you swipe a card, it's financial communication. So companies have to pay for tremendous cybersecurity to protect that, because there's hackers and everything else. Blockchain technology has security built in the protocol, in the design. Now, this isn't a video about that, but it makes a lot of sense and should excite you that not only is communication being upgraded overall, the entire internet, but we're layering in financial communication. So now when you're playing a game, and this game that we're about to get into has real life economy built into it. It's got a real life economy. It is like a real world with its own money. And because of blockchain, because of this new upgraded innovation, not only do the graphics and the user experience of gameplay get so much better. Remember what Atari was. Remember what Sega is. How that was such a change. Then the upgrades in Xbox One and 2 and 3 and PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4. Think about the upgrades. So not only all that's getting upgraded, but there's an economy in this game. You can send money, receive money, make money, win money. Right? So you play Grand Theft Auto or something, right? There's just cars everywhere. There's buildings everywhere. It's kind of built, right? It's an open world. You can walk around for a long time, but eventually you sort of hit some boundary. You die in the game, you just get the new car, there's a new car right there. You got like this avatar, everybody's kind of got the same avatar. Now imagine a world in a game, in a metaverse, that is like a freaking world, like a large world. You can walk around it for hours and continue to go and continue to explore. All these nooks and crannies. It is an open world. There are no boundaries. It doesn't just stop. It's kind of like the Earth. Like, go ahead and walk around the Earth right now. Yeah, you might run into land barriers. You might run into like spatial barriers, oceans. So now, what vehicles? Imagine that every single vehicle in this metaverse, in this game, is an NFT. Imagine that. So there's a specific amount of them. There's a number of them. They don't just infinitely appear. And what happens if you own one of these NFTs? Now, and the game comes out 2 years from now, you might be able to sell that NFT to someone who wants to buy it, kind of like a car in this world. So the new future of metaverse and gaming relates to the world you live in now. You go and buy a car right now. You have it for a while and then you sell it. You can pay cash for the car completely, or you can finance the car. It's like this it's going to be like this in the game. If you have a car, you can rent it to somebody. They can pay you for the vehicle if it's too much for them to buy. You can make money just having a car, having an NFT. What about houses? Before we get to houses, what about land? So the way that these metaverses work is they first begin minting land plots. That's what I took part in. I took part in minting different size land plots. There's small land plots, there's medium land plots, there's large land plots. Okay? There's epic land plots, which are huge, and there's even bigger land plots. What happens if you have some of this land? And you're not really intending on playing the game, right? You might want to sell the land, rent the land to somebody who wants to build something on your land. What would he build on your land? A service of some kind. There are going to be real estate agencies, serious real estate agencies, that will operate within a metaverse game. A game that its entire focus is to buy and sell and transact real estate in the game. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and continue to watch this video or do your own searching. There are millions and millions of dollars being traded right now on NFT land plots across several metaverse gamings that are coming out. Different blockchains. Millions of dollars. Okay? The time is now to check this opportunity out. What about an avatar? Who are you playing the game? Imagine that every single person you see in this game is a unique avatar created as an NFT. One of a kind. The only way you can play the game is if you have an avatar. Where are you going to get it? You're going to buy it. Or you're going to play randomly and then seek to buy an NFT, seek to play the game with a person that, because of blockchain, can have a history. It's like a data storage NFT where your history gets tracked. The cars that you drive in, these racing games, there's a racing game coming out in this project we're going to talk about. It's a racing game. Every one of your races will be logged with the vehicle. You could sell the vehicle. You could rent your house. You can rent your land. You can hold the land. You can build something on your land. You can create a business on your land in the metaverse that actually is also a business in real life world. Are you getting what I'm saying here? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Because the opportunities are right now, for you to get into the understanding of this opportunity. Okay, this is what I mean about maybe it's more of an opportunity of our lifetime, because blockchain technology is upgrading every single industry, from the gaming industry to the financial industry, real estate industry, telecommunications, hospitals, schools, every industry. And it is my view that all these industries are going to become tokenized. They're going to be upgraded to a blockchain functioning business that has its own token. You go to Starbucks, right? Mini tangent here. You go to Starbucks. There's our Starbucks rewards. Do all these companies give you these rewards? Well, what if these rewards were really tangible? What if they were real money? There was a scarce amount of tokens, and the value of these tokens go up. Just like a business back in the day, before the internet, had to adopt and build a website and operate now from a website, companies now that aren't affiliated in a blockchain will. And they're starting to, in the masses, behind the scenes, they're starting to. Tons of businesses. Name a business right now that doesn't have a website. It's like, doesn't exist. They all do. So how is this important? Businesses are going to interact with these metaverses like no one has ever seen before. No one has ever seen what's about to happen as far as gaming is concerned and the industry of the metaverse. Okay, these open worlds. And we're going to get into the most incredible one, in my opinion, where there's an economy. There's actually like economy. When you live somewhere, where you live in a neighborhood, you have to kind of upkeep your house. You get rewarded for all kinds of duties that you're going to do in this game. There's so many ways where you can play in the game. It's something to take serious. It's something that you can do for a living in a way. The actual playing, probably. That's my vision of how this will go out into the future. So without any further ado, we're going to look at the game I'm talking about here. And this is just one. But maybe it'll give you some inspiration to look for others. This isn't the only one. This is just one that I think is one of the apex predators in the metaverse industry, and we're going to look at why. Okay, so we're going to go over here to Cornucopias. About the game, Web3. Let's go up to the top. I hope you can see this. I hope this looks okay. Enter the vast open world of Cornucopias. It's hard for me to even begin talking about this. It's absolutely amazing. So let's look at about the game. Let's check out about the game. About the game, play your way. Your journey in the massive open world of Cornucopias starts now. The possibilities are literally endless, okay? It's a sky-based open world that is set in the atmosphere above the Earth's surface. Look at these graphics. Cornucopias offers something for every type of player. I mean, explore a living and breathing world with beautiful scenery filled with adventure, danger, and opportunity. play the game how you want, and discover new ways to earn with the game economy. Like I said, you're going to be able to earn. I also right away try to join their Discord or some of their social medias. If you have Twitter or whatever, YouTube, I'm subscribed to their YouTube. I'm a part of their Discord. We're going to look at this game in more detail. What's the exploration? Embark on an epic journey through the skies in Cornucopias. Okay, it just kind of tells you a little bit more about the game. Commerce. Discover new and exciting ways to participate in the Cornucopias economy. So it's a new economy where the possibilities for earning and growth are endless. As you explore the vast and diverse floating domes of our sky-based settlement, you'll discover new and exciting ways to participate in the economy. Here are just a few of the game loops we're currently developing. Resource gathering and trading. This is about the economy, the commerce. This is kind of what really piques my interest because there's nothing like this going on right now in the world as we see it. Players can explore the different domes and gather resources such as minerals, plants, and animals. These resources can then be traded with other players or NPC merchants to earn in-game currency. Building and construction. Players can use the resources they gather to construct and upgrade buildings, vehicles, and other structures. These can be used for personal use or renting out to other players for a fee. And these fees aren't just like Roblox, or what I'm talking about, right? Where there's no value. I'm talking e-commerce here can be traded in open markets with real money. What has existed like this before? Questing and missions. Players can take on various quests and missions that offer rewards such as in-game currency, resources, and rare items. These can range from simple tasks such as delivering goods to more complex missions that involve exploring ruins. Now, I think that there's an in-game currency here in Cornucopias that can then be traded into the Copi token, which is their utility token, and that I think that that's then can be traded on the open market, okay? But again, this is still very new, and I put these videos out, been a part of the Cornucopias ecosystem for over a year now, so I feel confident to relay these informations to you, but I do not know every single nook and cranny of this gaming system, and I seek to learn more and more over time. Okay, but I have been a very diligent participator, NFT holder, investor in the Cornucopias ecosystem, and watched every single one of the Copi cafes, which I'm going to point you in the direction towards. What are some other, look at all these, look, the list goes on and on for the commerce, farming and agriculture. Players can create their own farms and grow crops, raising and breeding animals to trade or sell in the game economy. What? Exploration and discover. Players can explore the different domes and discover hidden locations, rare resources, and ancient artifacts. These can be sold or traded to other players or used to unlock new abilities or upgrade. How about number 6, crafting and production. Players can use the resources they gather to craft items such as weapons, armor, tools. These items can be sold to other players or used for personal use. You can create your own businesses here. Right? You have land or you rent land. I'm telling you, it's a stretch for the mind, but I'm telling you, this is the future of Metaverse and gaming as we sit here right now in the 2020 decade. Services and businesses. Players can start their own businesses like shops, transport service, and accommodation service, allowing them to earn in-game currency through providing services to other players. PvP events. With your custom dome, you can design and build your own PvP game and charge admission and other players rewards for their achievements. Player versus player events. Cornucopias Racing League. Talked about racing a little bit, right? Race players from all around the world and compete for in-game currency. Hop on your GTI Javelin or any other in-game vehicle and head over to the Megadome to the Cornucopias Racing League and join in the adrenaline-fueled excitement. Racing kind of brings us to racing. Get ready for some high-speed racing. This is actually going to be their MVP, their minimum viable product, and it's set to release pretty soon, which I'm extremely excited about. And it's got its own Cornucopias Racing League that's going to be pretty serious. So get ready for some high-speed action with the Cornucopias Racing League, where players from all around the world can come to compete for glory in game currency. Build, customize, and upgrade your own vehicles, from GTI Javelins to BubbleJett Sprinters, and take to the skies in intense and thrilling races. Okay, there's a lot of circuits that you can participate in, and I'm telling you, this in-game system is going to be a racing phenomenon the gaming industry has yet to see. You can actually create your own cars, put your own wraps on there, put a business wrap on your car, climb the leaderboards and earn in-game currency as you strive to become the ultimate racing league champion. The Cornucopias Racing League is a great way to test your skills and earn while having fun. Join now and feel the rush of adrenaline. Okay, combat. Welcome to Cornucopias Custom Domes. See, these custom domes are like there's like little worlds. And there's going to be different kinds of arenas. And there's going to be builders, there are builders that are building their own games with the technology, right? See, with a blockchain, other players can utilize the code and build within the game. I mean, what? It's wild what's happening, okay, with Cornucopias and the future of Metaverse. And I am very excited about this project for lots of reasons. They're taking a very methodical approach, and let's go ahead and look at their roadmap. Okay, testing and releases they're currently planning. The main website launch is planned for Q1 2023. Learn to earn website. Look at all the Metaverse launcher racing game lead Q2 of 2023. We're in this Q2 right now of 2023. The Cornucopias PC Metaverse public testing of Solace, which is one of their regions and their zones, or Esperanza. It's planned for Q2, Q3. Don't be alarmed if some of this doesn't happen till later on, okay? And you can look through their docs, okay? And look through all of what they have going on. This is what it is. Play to earn, build to earn, okay? Learn to earn, stake to earn, host to earn. This is like really the ethos of what Cornucopias is doing and revolutionizing. And because they're built on the Cardano blockchain, in my opinion, gives a lot of security, ability to grow, ability to scale with this ever-changing market that is hitting the scene, this Web3 Metaverse aspect to the future of gaming. And so what is the Copi coin? This is the tokenomics. If you're investing in a project, if you are supporting a project, and you don't look at the tokenomics of the project, you're really not doing your job right. You're not doing your homework right. This is something people overlook a lot, checking out the tokenomics. What is Copi coin? Copi coin is used to create the economy within the game. So you can play to earn, purchase NFTs of land, character, and game assets, okay? Earn rewards, participate in governance by being a token holder. Governance, meaning the decisions that Cornucopias is gonna make. You know, when Xbox or PlayStation decides to create a new console, decides to create new technology, the users have no say, right? It's a centralized company where the board and the board of directors and the CEO suites, right? The president and all that of the company, they make the decisions. A very select few people, but every single user has no say. Well, decentralization, blockchain, is flipping that on its head and giving all of the power of voting decisions to the holders of this token. Okay, so here's the allocation. So there's a total supply of 3,840,000,000 tokens that are minted. And every single project has its own token supply that is minted from the beginning. And this breaks it down from the private sale, the public sale, which has already happened, okay? Play to earn. A lot of this can be vested. Floating liquidity partnerships, right? And so you can right now jump on an exchange like MinSwap or something, or Wing Riders, and there's several other ones, and purchase some Copi coin. Now, that's not financial advice. I'm just saying that you have the option to do that. Actually, since last year, with the launch of decentralized exchanges on the Cardano blockchain, allowed traders and investors to go on and actually purchase some of these tokens if they have a Cardano wallet, right? If they have a Cardano native wallet. And you can participate in these decentralized exchanges like MinSwap, Ring Riders, okay? There are other ones that you can also get the coin if you decide on it in your own self, right? In your own right, not financial advice. Okay, so here we are back in Cornucopias. I hope that you're seeing what I'm seeing here with this metaverse, this play to earn. So with all these people playing and getting involved in this game, with you holding some tokens now, to me, the demand for the token is going to go way up, but there's only a finite supply. So we're going to see, we'll see. And I'm going to keep updating updates about Cornucopias as time goes on and as things continue to move on. So let's look at their team. That's another thing. If you're not looking at the team and the tokenomics, which is the first two things I look at, I join their social media. I've joined social media on a project. So why I'm saying that is I first look at the team, the tokenomics, and the social media channels. Why do I do that? Well, because if they don't answer or they're not responsive on social media, Discord or what have you, then I don't know if I want to be a part of that project. So I've joined certain Discords and then right away unjoined and have not invested in those projects because I'm not getting any feedback. And if I need an answer, if I need to actually have some sort of answer addressed, I want to know that the team or somebody from the team can help me out with that, because this is sort of complex. A lot of this stuff is complex. When you're minting NFTs and you're positioning yourself for certain snapshots and validating your wallet and validating your NFTs in certain ways through Discord and all that, it is not the easiest function to process, okay? It's a newer understanding. It takes a little bit of time to recognize and to become familiar and to grow in your understanding of how to properly become positioned and get a different role within the Discord, okay? We're gonna look at their Discord, so I'm gonna help you out so that you can look at the Discord, okay? So these two guys here are the founders, and they both every week have something called Copi Cafe on YouTube, and I highly suggest you go ahead and just go on YouTube, right? It doesn't cost you any money, just a little bit of time, and just watch one of their videos. Watch any one of them and just see what you think, right? See what they say. They're very open. They're disclosing their roadmap. They're talking about different features. They're addressing different challenges, and they're very open. And that to me is a very positive sign as an investor. Okay, so Rob Gregg, he's the founder and CEO. Let's look at what he's done. He's a serial entrepreneur building businesses and developing software for 20 years in various industries. Highly skilled developer and business analyst. Rob has a strong corporate and development background, which helps him to translate and bridge the gap between stakeholders and back office developers. Previously built a real estate monitoring system and an automated cloud API business that was sold to one of the largest real estate portals in the UK. He excels in software planning, development management, along with building and mentoring small to medium development teams. And then it goes on to list his favorite games of all time. Josh Jones, okay, co-founder, CEO. Josh is an experienced startup entrepreneur for the last 25 years, specializing in building marketing teams and crafting strategy to go to scale. Discontent with existing monetary system drives his passion for the crypto and blockchain industry. He is co-founder and stake pool operator of Grow Your Stake, GYS, a mission-driven clean water for all Cardano stake pool. He's also half of the Cardano-based YouTube podcast, Cardano Chats, and his favorite games. And then Jeff Hewitt is another co-founder. These two guys here are on the Copi Cafes, okay? And then there are more co-founders. Jeff Hewitt is entrepreneurial. He founded a security software company. He's a co-founder of the stake pool there, which you could delegate your stake to if you want to help support the water. And then his favorite games. And then Ant Renix, the founder, and he's also a co-founder here, is a serial entrepreneur as well, building businesses and testing software, 20 years. Co-founded a company that built Agent Analyzer and House Fusion, later one of the largest real estate portals in the UK. Okay, and then there are advisors. CEO of Crypto Blockchain Industries, this guy James Bowater. Okay. You can read their bios. I'm not reading every single one of these bios. Founder of Master Ventures, Kyle Chase. And he's a cryptocurrency industry veteran. And so I like that. They're built on Cardano. They have great tokenomics. They're open roadmap. They have a pretty robust team of advisors that you could go ahead and just click their bios and check them out on LinkedIn or Twitter or what have you. And go ahead and check out the Copi Cafe and see if you like these guys. Okay, I find them to be very likable. Everything I see from their videos just keeps me wanting to learn and understand more. Okay, and sometimes I'll just kind of put it on the background, or when I'm driving, I'll just look into the Copi Cafe and check them out. Now, like I'm mentioning to you also that this is just one of the many projects I'm invested in, okay? So it's not like I'm only focused on Cornucopias, right? So I'll put this video on in the background and maybe watch 10 minutes of it, maybe come back the next day, watch another 20 minutes or what have you. Doing my due diligence like this keeps me in the loop and keeps me in the know of understanding what Cornucopias has going on and what do I need to do to be in the right position to take advantage of any innovations that are coming up or new mints and land plots and stuff like that. So join the community, okay? Fast growing community. And this is with no advertising or marketing at all, which I watched the consensus video, and they're going to be, consensus is an event that goes on every year, and it just went on. There was a Cornucopias presence there, and they talked about scaling up the marketing in the future. Okay, so they have 39,000 Discord members, Twitter followers, Telegram members, YouTube subscribers, right? From just organic growth. You can, if you click this, you're going to go to jpg.store, which we already have. I already have jpg.store open, video gallery, okay? And this is pretty much the website. Check it out. Yeah, it was really cool. I participated in minting these trees, which then, if you minted one of these trees, then one was planted in Africa. So it's just really a beautiful project. Okay, let me kind of take you over to their Discord here real quick. There we go. And I have it set up. Get into Discord, right? The Discord is something that I slept on for a while. I've really only been a part of Discord for a year, when I recognized that if you need questions answered or you need to get into a project or verify your NFT with a project to become whitelisted or to be able to even mint in their marketplace, you need to be validated. And most validating platforms for multiple projects is going to be Discord, okay? They also have Twitter and YouTube and all that, but Discord for me is a central place where I can get a lot of information and updates and things like that as it relates to several of these projects that I'm in. So Cornucopias here, the official one, and how I always go to the Discord is I click the link from their website. So you go to Cornucopias website and you see that little Discord icon and click that link, because there's a lot of scammers out there that are trying to change one little letter around or whatever in a URL and kind of get you, to direct you to a different Discord or link or whatever. But if you are going to a Discord link to a particular project through the original website, then you're safe. I think I'm in the announcements. This might be, yeah, so in the spotlight. So they have major announcements, minor announcements, and in the spotlight. Okay, they're calling for some support. Let's show some Cornucopia support, who has written a very nice Twitter. It says it's like talking about what the 10 games are, and then maybe you can go ahead and vote, and you can kind of click one of these icons here to show you that you've support or don't support something. Major announcements. This is a development update, Q1. You can go ahead and click this and check out that PDF. 310. Major updates are fewer and far between. Minor announcements are a little bit more frequent, and in the spotlights I've tended to see they're more frequent than the minor announcements. Okay, so this is Happy Cornucopias, due diligence, talking about the team advisors and various talking points, and boop, go ahead and click and check out these documents. Okay, so there's the major announcements. The minor announcements, what are some minor announcements? Okay, note from the team. So we've noticed quite a bit of chatter surrounding the racing game launch. As we all know, rumors spread, misinformation happens, and they're upfront with being ahead of maybe some FUD, some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They talk about some warnings. It's just a great resource for you to get updated right away on what's happening, right? I just talked about Consensus 2023. I clicked that video. They're working with, so of course, the AI innovation here. This is Ben Gortzel, founder of SingularityNet, and there'll be a video coming out about them soon. I'm a very passionate supporter of SingularityNet and the AGIX token and their entire ecosystem. Okay, Cogito and NewNet, they're doing fantastic things, and it really makes me excited when I see, right, the founder, the founders Josh and Jeff and James and Ben Gorsel talking at Consensus, right? Because AI is going to play a massive role in the gaming world also, and AI like a massive innovation in the world at large, every industry also. And blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies merge extremely well with AI. And so, yeah, it was really fantastic to go into an understanding of what artificial AGI is, artificial generative intelligence, and why did Ben Gorsel choose Cardano to build on? That'll be a video coming soon. Roadmap, rules, how to become an OG, right? Polls, general, this is where you're going to ask a question. Look, there's people typing right now like, yo, what's going on with this? Or excited about the future. I'll just type it, excited about the future. The future right now, and making people aware of the Cornucopias ecosystem. And just kind of put that in there, right? This is also an area where if I had a problem, if I had a question, I type that in there and somebody will respond to you, right? Somebody will respond. Like they've already gotten a little response here. Yes, there's so much to say. I'm going to do follow-up videos because there's just so many other things like the guilds, the guild chat here, right here, how to verify your NFTs and stuff like that, right? Okay, so here we are in the Cornucopias Discord. Check it out. Steps. It makes everything extremely easy to understand. I hope that you take some action. I hope that you take some action into the Cornucopias ecosystem. Oh, and before we get into the next talking point, actually the next talking area is going to be back on the marketplace. Like, where could you get these NFTs? We're going to look at that right now. Where can we get these NFTs? jpg.store here is one of the greatest places to get NFTs. And here, so if you just, maybe we'll just click home. This is sort of where you'll go in the beginning. If you see it, there's a knight icon in jpg.store. They have a tremendous amount of, they're really one of the powerhouses of the CNFTs, the Cardano native token. The CNFTs, the Cardano non-fungible token ecosystem in space. I have things set up here. I have a profile. You can create a profile. I don't really, go crazy into creating my profile. I just do things pretty quick, but you can see I have 109 NFTs right here. I have 10 for sale. I have a lot of activity. Again, I've been doing this for over a year. I've had some offers and I've had some pretty incredible sales going on. So yeah, here are my NFTs. Look, I have Cornucopias is just right off the bat, and they sort of just list this in no particular order, but I have some land plots, right? Look, I have some Copias, which is the largest land plot, some epics, right? Large plots, some mediums, some small, right? I have some javelins. Look at these javelins, right? I got some javelins. And these are all in my wallet, by the way. It just sort of recognizes what's in my wallet should I decide to sell some. These are all NFTs that are just in my wallet that I have that are not for sale. So I have some javelins here, right? You think I'm trying to get position? Sure, I have javelins. The next video I'm going to talk about with the metaverse and gaming as it relates to a project I'm excited about is Clay Nation. Okay, so I have some Clay Nation plots. You're going to see that. These are pieces of land, like similar to these Cornucopias plots, but pieces of land in a specific zone. Okay, Clay Nation is a little different. You actually have like longitude, latitude sort of coordinates here. And this is just my list of NFTs, and I'm trying to get to the BubbleJetts. Yeah, so I got some BubbleJetts, right? I got some BubbleJetts over here. I have some more. These are the OG BubbleJetts. And then I have some regular BubbleJetts. Get ready for the NFT game. If you wanted to find the NFTs for Cornucopias, just come up here in your search engine and start typing in Cornucopias. And here's the land, zones 1 to 3. You just click that. So there is small, medium, and large. For 140 ADA, which is what? I mean, about $70-something or less, like $60 or whatever, you can buy a plot of land right now in the Cornucopias village. So if you want, you want a medium, you can check them out, right? You do your research here. Just take a little bit of time. Medium for 209 ADA. Right? Buy with ADA. I wonder if it shows you how much. I just want to see if it shows you how much in US dollar. Yeah, 54 USD. For $54, You can get a plot of land. Now, I don't know what this is going to grow to. What I do know is that there's only a certain amount of land. Like, there isn't Earth. There's not that much land on Earth. And that's why real estate continues to go up in value. See if I click here, it'll show. Yeah, okay, great. So for $81, I get a medium plot. This is a common, so that you have to really look at these. This is a common plot. And there's different levels, different rarities. See, there's legendary. Let's go back to large. Large. Okay, this cheapest one here, this is common. Now I'm just going to take you through. There's common, there is uncommon. See, it's a little bit higher up in price. Of course, they're going to go up. You have common, uncommon, rare. There's going to be epic, or legendary is the next one. Okay, see the different color, and it's a little bit more up in price. Mythic. So the cheapest mythic one here is $6,980. So for $2,712 US, you're getting a large plot of land. Mythic. Okay, and we're just going to look through all of them. So the next one is epic. The next size is epic. Okay, so for what, around $500, something like that? $432 right now today, you're going to be able to get an epic land plot. So it's like, I think it's almost like double what the large plot is. It's kind of how it works. It's like small and then like double is medium. It's not exact. There's actually a chart that I'll find and I'll do another video. I'm going to do a lot more videos about cornucopias over time. But for $432, you're going to get one of these epic common plots. And they go way up. And if you want to do low to high, you can also click high to low. See what the most expensive ones. $22,000 is the highest plot. Okay? And then the last one, the big one, the biggest is going to be the Copi, the Cornucopias plots. Okay, and we got it on high to low, 100K. So let's go to the low. So for 5,000 ADA, for about $1,900, you're going to get a copious land plot in the game before the game is even out. Does it have value? You can be the judge. I'm not here to talk to you about purchasing land. I'm here to just show you what's going on, because let me tell you right now, the lowest price is 5,000 ADA. That's the lowest price. Think about that. These prices are growing and growing and growing. The lowest prices are growing. And how many plots do you think are here for sale? We're going to look. How many plots in the copias? We're going to look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, in one row. So one row there, 2 rows here, 12. So 6 times 1, okay, 2, 3, that's it. That's it. These aren't for sale. These have been sold. These have all been sold, my friends. They're getting scarcer and scarcer. Why? Because people are seeing that there's a value. So there's 6 times what? 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 times 4. 24 land plots available. Highest being 100K. The highest being 100K. I don't know, right? They're gobbling it up. So this is just for you to understand. This is just the land plots. There's going to be more zones. There's going to be more zones, but this is the first zone. And look at the trading volume, 12.5 million ADA. That's over $5 million there. Around $5 million, depending on the prices, right? The price action. But this is serious. That's serious. That's pretty serious stuff. So those are the land. Now what about the javelins? The cars. The javelins are sort of like motorcycles. They're one-seaters. And here we go. For 141 ADA, you can have a ride in the game. Now see, not everybody's going to be able to have a vehicle in the game, like everyone doesn't have a vehicle in the world. So there's also going to be public transportation, which you could take. You're going to have to pay a small fee, and then you can take public transportation to get around. But to get from one ecosystem to the next, or from one bubble zone or one zone to the next, you're going to need to enter through a portal with a specific vehicle. So vehicles are going to be important for several reasons. Getting around, getting into new areas, and also to just maneuver and race in the game. Now let's go to high to low, just to show you that just like land plots, you're going to have the mythic ones here. You're going to have mythic. This is a common one. RA is going to be rare. CM is going to be common. Legendary, uncommon. The higher these roles go, like mythic, legendary, common, might gain you access to certain worlds and portals, and who knows, right? A lot of this information is coming out. So GTI javelins for again around 50 something bucks, you're going to be able to catch one of these and be riding in the game. You know, and you for another $50 you got land. Okay, so you got land and you got something in the game. Let's look for the BubbleJetts. So BubbleJett Sprinter. These are the OG custom sprinters. We're going to get into those last. Okay, so Cornucopias BubbleJett Sprinter. You always like to see that there's this check mark and valid. This is the royalties. You can look into all that, but this policy ID has been verified, and you're going to want to make sure that you're only looking at verified projects. Okay. Look at this, 3.383 million trading volume. Okay, so for another $140, you can go ahead and get a Sprinter, 2-seater, common, all right? 100K, well, it's just funny how people just put them up there. I think it's good, you know, just, who knows? Maybe this will be the lowest price for one of these in the future, right? Mythics, legendary, rare, uncommon, 3.38 milli in trading volume. Now let's look for the custom OG. See, I'm only typing in Bub and then it comes in. BubbleJett Sprinter. Now these ones were airdropped to the original members of Discord that were partaking in sort of the beginning, the way beginning. So these have an incredibly different role, and it's just exciting to recognize that this team is offering different levels of vehicles, and the BubbleJett Sprinters are going to have a lot more utility and reward structure in the game, in my opinion. And we're at low to high, again, 1.424 million. This cheapest one of these, the common, is going to run you about $580. It's up to you whether or not you feel like that's an investment. And I don't think there's a lot of these for sale either. Yeah, so once you get into these, they stop being for sale. These have already been sold. When it has the price here, you can see that they're being sold. So there's not that many, 36 of them or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 30. 1, 2, 34. Only 34 BubbleJets. Sprinter OG BubbleJets are for sale. jpg.store is where you can go ahead and get some of these NFTs that you can hold, that you can use in the game, that you could potentially rent out in the future or play in the racing. That is going to wrap it up for this video here. The first sort of deep dive video into the Cornucopias ecosystem of opportunity. Okay, so I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you are encouraged to go ahead and look at their website, check out their documents, look at a Copi Cafe, join their Discord, check out the JPG store, look at some of the NFTs they have for sale, and whether or not it makes sense to you, okay, to get involved. It's just my passion is to show you the opportunity, to sort of throw my hat into the ring and say, here's an opportunity. And I'm not the only one out there doing it. And I feel that I'm compelled to help people understand what a valuable time we're in. Okay? And so with all of that said, I wish you the best of luck. I'll see you shortly in another video really soon. And stay strong, and we'll see you soon.